It's a fundraiser to benefit those who have experienced miscarriages and infant loss. Find out about the Queen Bee Project and how you can help at 12:30. How would you like to feed 6 for less than $6? We know how. The recipe for an unstuffed cabbage roll on Good Day PA at 12:30.
Good morning, everyone. We are watching some areas of light rainfall moving in from the west, and we can see that now for areas over our western tiers. So that includes Mifflin, Juniata, Perry, Cumberland, Franklin counties. That'll be tracking eastward. Meanwhile, temperatures are above freezing for a lot of us, but there are a handful of locations out there that are seeing numbers below 32. Those would be the places we're watching for some patchy ice. Then temperatures for the rest of the day, highs around 55, looking warmer for the weekend, nearing 70 for Saturday. Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Ann Tomaso. Tracking light rainfall moving in. The issue is it's hitting some colder air, especially to our west, so some patchy ice is possible here this morning. It shouldn't be a widespread problem, though, as a lot of us are now above freezing. Temperatures currently in the lower to middle 30s for many. But as we look forward in our 7-day forecast, this is the coldest morning we see over the next several days. Temperatures this afternoon 55, nearing the upper 60s for Saturday, a little cooler for Sunday. Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Ann Tomaso. Temperatures this morning near freezing. It is a little bit chilly outside, but for the afternoon, highs get to around 55 degrees. Warmer for Saturday. Over the next couple of hours, we are tracking some patchy ice spots, though.
Coming up on ABC 27 News at noon, guilty or not guilty, the Graham Spaniard case now in the hands of the jury. Will they reach a decision? The latest at noon. Jerry Sandusky back in Center County Court. We're there at noon.
Coming up on ABC 27 News at noon, now or never, the president telling Congress to vote on the Republican health care plan. Details from D.C. Still waiting to hear from the jury at Graham Spaniard's trial. He's accused of covering up child sex allegations against Jerry Sandusky. And the latest on Sandusky, he's back in court fighting to get the charges dropped or a new trial. Those stories, plus a look at that weekend forecast, it's all coming up at noon. A mother-daughter charity challenge takes a unique turn tonight at 5, their heartwarming story. Plus, a consumer alert, a new warning about new vehicles. Are they too high-tech for their own good? At 5. Tonight, Jerry Sandusky back in court as a jury considers whether former Penn State President Graham Spaniard covered up his crimes. The latest tonight on ABC 27 News at 5. A mother-daughter challenge for a good cause at 5. 2 big developments in the Sandusky scandal at 5.
Coming up on ABC 27 News at 5, the latest on the push for a health care law overhaul. A major setback today, why it's no longer happening as planned. Plus a consumer alert, Payless making some major changes, what's behind it and why it could mean possible store closures. And tracking winter weather tomorrow morning, why not everyone will see it and the areas likely to be impacted. Those stories and more coming up on ABC 27 News at 5.
Coming up on the top 7 at 7, the jury returns a verdict in the case of Graham Spaniard. What was decided and what's next for the former Penn State president. And the GOP pulls its bill to replace Obamacare moments before it was to be voted on.
Graham Spaniard guilty, but the charge downgraded. The Dauphin County jury found Penn State's former president did endanger children. Tonight at 11, how much prison time could he get, and what's the university's reaction?
And the mild weather does not last the entire weekend. Alicia, I'll show you how long coming up at 11.
Mid-state congressmen are commenting now on the failure of the health care bill. No vote today. There just wasn't enough support. We will bring you full coverage at 11. Good news is the weekend is here.
Yes, near 70 for Saturday afternoon, but only in the 40s by the time we hit Sunday. I'll have more details in your weekend forecast and the start of April at 11.
A guilty verdict for Penn State's former president tonight. No health care vote, so what's next at 11?
The mild weather doesn't last long. I'll have your forecast at 11.
Lots of news today. First, Graham Spaniard found guilty. The former Penn State president could get prison time. Full coverage at 11. The showdown over health care is over for now. It just did not have the votes. What's next? And Lebanon Catholic girls, the best in the state. We'll hear from them. And from the Storm Track Center, the weekend starting off kind of nice.
Mild weather continues through Saturday, but colder and drizzly to end the weekend. We're going to have a forecast including the start of April coming up.